Hello, my name is Everett Fred with Engel & Volkers, and today I'm going to be talking about the real estate bubble market and how it relates to my beautiful city of Missoula, Montana. I'm 22 years old, and everyone I talk to believes that they're not going to be able to buy a home anytime soon. And the reason they believe this is because of the current state of the real estate market, a bubble market. Now, what exactly is a bubble market? A bubble market in real estate is when the conditions are such that prices rise beyond what most believe is reasonable and sustainable. And this is often attributed to when house prices rise out of proportion with salary. Do these conditions sound familiar? Because here in Missoula, it absolutely sounds familiar. Many cities and states across the country are becoming all too familiar with these market conditions. But here in Missoula, it is even more so the case. Across the country, nationwide, the median house price is $416,000. In Missoula, it's 20% higher. $525,000 is the median cost of a home here in Missoula. That's over $100,000 more than the nationwide median. Now in states like Alabama and West Virginia, where the median sales price is less than $175,000, $525,000 sounds crazy. But in states like California, where the median is $830,000, $525,000 maybe sounds reasonable. So there's states that have higher prices. What are we complaining about? Maybe the prices here are reasonable for locals. Wrong. In fact, the Missoula Organization of Realtors looked at the data for 2022, and they found that 97% of homes sold in 2022 were beyond the affordability threshold. And this threshold looks at the median salary earner, median income earner for a Missoula County resident, and they found that 97% were unaffordable. This means that only 3% were affordable. If you look at the numbers, around 1,300 homes sold in 2022. That means that 36 homes were affordable for Missoula locals in the 2022 real estate market. To provide some perspective, from 2012 to 2019, the affordability index claimed that between 39 and 77% of homes were within the affordability threshold within those years. Even in 2022, 62% of homes were within the affordability threshold. However, in 2021, that dropped drastically to 17%, and again in 2022 to the 3%. So, I think it's safe to assume, and I think we're all aware, that we are currently in a real estate bubble, especially in Missoula. So what caused this to happen? Put simply, it's increased demand and decreased supply. When COVID hit, demand increased. The interest rates reached all-time lows of around 2.5%. This made the cost of borrowing extremely favorable, and many people wanted to purchase a home because of these rates. In addition, during the midst of COVID, many jobs moved remote, which allowed greater flexibility for people to move around. So this was another factor that caused people to move and relocate, especially here to Montana. So during this time in 2020, Missoula experienced some growth. In fact, 2.3 times more people moved into Missoula than moved out, and the majority of those were from out of state. During this time, Montana became a desirable place to live due to the low population density, the sense of privacy that you can get that you don't get in the bigger cities, as well as the somewhat more loose COVID restrictions. Additionally, Montana is absolutely beautiful. Right now, in the fall months, the leaves, the mountains, it's absolutely gorgeous. So who wouldn't want to move here? So we've covered Missoula's increased demand during the COVID era. What about supply? How is supply looking? Well, that's not too favorable either. In early 2022, Missoula reached decade-low supply rates in the real estate market. Since then, supply has been gradually increasing, but it is still considered undersupplied with less than 3 months of supply. So we've looked at Missoula for the past couple years. Where do we stand currently? As I just mentioned, supply is on the rise, so that's good. However, prices are still pretty high. The median sales price as of September of 2023 is $530,000, with an average of $571,000. However, there has been some variability in these prices as of late. Both pending and closed sales numbers are decreasing. However, this appears to be following the traditional real estate cycle of lower volume in the fall and winter months. And here's the big one, interest rates. Interest rates are currently around 8% as of October 19th of 2023. This is the highest interest rate in over 20 years. These interest rates appear to be deterring buyers from using bank financing to purchase a home, as the amount of cash purchases have increased nearly 75%, increasing from 19% in about 2020 to 33% where we currently sit today. So, should you buy a home in Missoula now, or should you wait? Well, that depends on you. The best time to buy a house is when you find something you like and something that you can afford. If you aren't sure where in Missoula you'd like to live, here's a breakdown of the sale history by neighborhood through June of this year. On the lower side, the middle of Missoula appears to be the most affordable, in neighborhoods like West Side, Expressway, River Road, North Side, and Franklin. In the mid-range, we have neighborhoods like Lolo, South 39th, and 44 Ranch. On the higher side, we have neighborhoods like Patty Canyon, Miller Creek, the University District, Grant Creek, and Blue Mountain. Now, if you decide you want to buy a home in the beautiful city of Missoula, keep an eye out for my next video where I'm going to discuss the home buying process from start to finish. Thank you so much for watching my video here today. The purpose of this video was not to discourage anyone from feeling like they could purchase a home, especially here in Missoula, but instead it was to provide some insight of what the market is currently doing and where it sits. Please reach out if you would like to discuss Missoula real estate further. My contact info will be below. And again, thank you very much for watching.